Hi guys, it's Maddie. How you doing? I'm here today to review a piece of makeup. It was initially one piece of makeup, but another piece of makeup shot out to be a superstar, which I should have known because this palette, it's a palette, never lets me down. It is so, so good. So today. Now, today, the intention was the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24 hours foundation. How about that? These are intriguing me. These 24-hour, I have a 30-hour, I have a 16-hour foundations. Wow. I debated sleeping in it because I do sleep flat on my back because of my Ehlers-Danlos, but no. So I waited 6.5 hours. So when I'm recording this, I am at 6.5 to 7 hours of wear with this. I have not touched up since I applied it, and I'm going to come in so you can get a look at it. Okay, on the skin. I will say it did not give me initially the coverage that I like. I like a very, I guess, heavy coverage because of the stretch marks, the broken capillaries, yada blah. We know what it is. So I like that. This, I actually had to put, this is something I've never done before, is I put a second coat of foundation on, and wow, it was great. Yeah, I didn't go for the concealer or anything. I wanted to do this right. So it was only this, and it's been that long. I am extremely impressed. Again, I haven't touched up. It doesn't feel mask-like. It really doesn't even feel like I'm wearing makeup. It really good stuff. And again, that's the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24 hours fresh wear. And what another thing I like about this is the sunscreen in it is 25. I know it's not like 50 or 100, but it's better than that like 12 and a half and that I've seen some of them. So it's nice that it has up to 25 SPF, and it actually has titanium dioxide in it, which is the actual physical sunscreen that I prefer. It does also have a chemical sunscreen that I can't pronounce. It's not that bad one going around though, and I do highly recommend this. Now, what I really liked, what I always really like, and I should have known, was Mr. Goss, the Pearl Moonstone Luxury Palette. Look at that. You have your pink, your matte gray, you have a satin gray, a blue topper, and a matte black. Oh, I think I will tell you the quality is absolutely on par with Natasha Denona, Huda. It definitely is that full luxury. It goes on like silk. It stays there, doesn't move. It's so gentle. And I know that I like to look like a disco ball and put too much makeup on. I always had too much eyeshadow on and too much highlighter. But this, I think, is a very natural look like this. And I don't hate it. I don't. The only thing I did add is I did tightline with my gray Rimmel eyeliner today. Usually, because I wasn't reviewing the eyeshadow, because when I do, I keep it to the eyeshadow alone. I don't add anything other than mascara because I want to see what the palette, or show you the palette. Now, if the palette has black in it or a darker color, I generally will outline the outside of my waterlines, but I didn't need to do that today. I mean, this palette, the luxury pearl moonstone palette, took care of everything. So yeah, and oh, remember I told you in my last video how sick I had been for the previous 2 weeks, and I got to know and stuff. I learned something. I thought I would share. Now, do you know how women, we always get, I just want to check my lips for this. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you know how women tend to get the up and down lines around their mouths as we age? We get they're just very plentiful. You see them on women, but you don't see it on men. Men never seem to have this problem with the lip wrinkles just going up and down across the lip. I learned That's because men have more hair follicles there. And it's the hair follicle structure that keeps the lip and that area in shape later in life. I just thought that was pretty cool to know. So I thought I'd pass that on to you. And I would love to discuss Theranos and Elizabeth Holmes, because wow, did that get away from me. I hadn't heard much about it, and now the jury's out. She had like $9 billion. Mad Dog Jim Mattis on her board. Everything else, I mean, a Stanford dropout, and I just can't believe the money she had. And I feel bad. I want to believe she knew it wouldn't work, but I even kind of know that from the blood work I get done. It just, you need to get your blood work done properly. And yeah, so I wonder what they're going to come out with. I believe that she went so far as to claim she was raped, and that's why she left college dropout. And her boyfriend, Sonny, supposedly, who was involved with the company, was abusive toward her and stuff like that. Now, if that's the case, I feel very, very bad for her. But if she's not a victim of domestic violence and she's claiming that, I have a huge problem with. Rape, the same thing, because when people take that and just like just use it as a defense or as this or that, and maybe it's not always true, I think it just really takes away from the impact of actual victims, and I think that sucks. And because she didn't have an expert witness come in to say, yes, she was abused, or she came and saw me, or these are the signs and I see them in her, they didn't have an expert witness with that testimony. So that testimony is going to be removed, and the jury will not be allowed to take that into consideration, that she was supposedly under a domestic stress, violence, mental abuse, whatever it was. At the time, she was stealing everybody's money. But I have to tell you, for a 19-year-old that dropped out of college, the capital she raised just, it blows my mind. Blows my mind. And I guess they say, or she said, that's another thing she does. She does the stare. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful blue-eyed, blonde-haired, just beautiful lady. And she stares. She's got this weird thing where she doesn't blink. Now, I have beady little eyes, so it probably wouldn't be as effective, but she just looks at you like really creepy and does this and keeps talking. See, I blink, I give out, and I hope my eyes, see, I can't. But they showed on one of the, I believe it was a body language channel, the irritation of her eye, that there is intention in the non-blinking. And her voice, she fakes her voice. Because I will tell you, the first time I heard her, having seen her and then heard her, I was a little taken aback. I mean, she is I have a deep voice. I've never cared for my voice. It's like an alto. She speaks in a tenor, a booming tenor voice. That's why she always has her chin down like this. And she does it because she wants to be taken more seriously. And it is just the most conniving thing I've heard of. I mean, I like it. As a woman, I understand. I can't knock it. I know that any little bit of help we have in the business world is like A-okay. Dressing is your idol, like Steve Jobs with the turtlenecks and shit, that's a little much. But the commanding voice, and that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat that she knew that to do that, or that it would be more commanding or whatever it is, but it does grab your attention. She is an attention grabber. Now, I don't know. Some people said she was charismatic. She does that word salad thing very, very well. She may be better than the queen of word salad. Harry's wife, Elizabeth Holmes, has her just a much better vocabulary too, by the way. Sorry if that's hate. Yeah, so this Theranos Elizabeth Holmes trial, I am waiting to see. Everybody does think she is going to get some time, because you can't just steal $900 billion and lie and say, oh yes, we're doing your blood. And they were actually using the equipment that like my doctor would use if I went and got blood drawn for people. And if they weren't doing that, when they were using her machine, which is called the Edison, it's the size of, I'd say three old, you remember the desktop computers, the towers? Maybe three of those stacked on each other sideways, like that size. She wanted to do 200 blood tests from a finger prick. It's not medically feasible, but I guess once you have one donor, you get another, you get the general on your board, and damn, damn. I have to say it's impressive. Deceitful, illegal, and wrong, yes, but very impressive. So yeah, that's just something I learned. And I have another channel today that if you want to check it out, this channel talks about Harry's wife and Harry, and they do such research into anything they say. It's absolutely incredible. The name of the channel is Keep NYC Mega Trash Free. I'm going to type that below because there's some spaces in there. And what research she does is incredible, and I really do enjoy it. So if that's your thing, I suggest you check her out. I'll have that down in the description. And if you are interested in Theranos or Elizabeth Holmes, if you have a take or something you learned about her, or something weird, like one of her little quirks, I would love to hear more about her. If you know anything, please feel free to leave it in the comments. We can talk a little bit. Or yeah, I think that was it for today. So I learned all about Theranos last week when I was being sick, and how absolutely fascinating to get that much money with nothing. So I hope you have wonderful, wonderful holidays, your Christmas and the new year. We have a whole new year coming, and that's wonderful. It's going to be 2022. And I think that sounds pretty lucky. So I hope the best for everybody. It has been like just the weather, the floods in Asia, the fires, just it's been an awful year, it seems. And I just hope next year's a lot better. So hope for that. And that's it. I guess I will stop wasting your time. And I hope you have a great everything. I'll be thinking about you. And thanks for stopping in today. You have a wonderful day, a very Merry Christmas, and an extremely Happy New Year. And I'm sure I'll see you in between then. I just wanted to stop in. Like I said, these long wear foundations are fascinating me. Oh, and this one did not oxidize at all. I mean, right? I'm very impressed with this. And again, it's the L'Oreal up to 24 hours fresh wear. And if you ever get a chance, like I really want to try Mr. Goss's brushes. I can't lie, but the Pearl Moonstone palette, I think, is definitely my favorite. I own this one and the Tourmaline palette. Much more natural. They're both very natural, very light, classy, the way Mr. Goss likes it. And for a natural look, I really enjoy it myself. And that wears very well as well because that's been on as long as a foundation. So that's today. I hope you have a great one, and please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Okay?